Hey people, it is Thursday, March 13th, 5:30 p.m. or almost 5:30 p.m. So welcome to the Thursday stream. I'm going to be wandering around, I think mostly the east side and east end of the city. I'm currently at the east side at Dundas and Parliament, looking west right now. But we're gonna go further east. I think I'm gonna make my way down to the Portlands and we'll check that area out. It's been a while since I've been down there. But welcome everyone for checking out the stream tonight. Vivian Johnson, good to have you. Howard Charco, Uncle Lou Smokes, Megan Alyssa, Gertige and Daniel, Lena Sandoval, John Nicholson, Scott Briggs, Modano, hello Zach and Harjot, and Kyle Walker and William Elliott and Fernando Vega, hello, Craig O'Connor, what's up John McIsaac and Saleada, Mr. Adam Zappel, what's up? Hello to everyone. I think it's around 7 degrees, but it feels a little cooler. There's still a bit of a nip in the air. Definitely not as warm as my previous stream, which you might have caught a few days ago. Hey, what's up, Peter Stock, Carlito's Way? Davy Bukaj. Alright, so I'm heading into Regent Park here along Dundas Street. What's up, Crikey? Welcome, Alan K. Yeah, this is my first time stepping out today. I was just sort of chilling inside all day. Hey, Marge. I'll take Sackville Street and we'll go south here. I'll take us into Corktown here from Regent Park. Walking through a shady area here. I think it's going to get a lot warmer in the coming days, up into the teens, but with rain, I think. And I think Sunday is supposed to be rainy according to the forecast, but that might change before then. I think that's the day of the St. Patrick's Day parade, right? Hey, Sebastian. I was outside yesterday for a little bit, yeah. I didn't record a video though, or anything. It was definitely a chillier day yesterday. Hey, Jenny's in the house. What's up, Jenny? So this is the Regent Park neighborhood. We're just sort of cutting through here. Hey, Capellan, Billy T, Jennifer Gala, welcome. So we're going to be walking away from the sun, at least as it starts to get low in the sky. I haven't been to the Portlands in a while, so I thought, hey, maybe I'll check that out. Hopefully the signal down there will be okay. Alright, here's Shooter Street. Oof, almost got taken out by a jogger. Oh yeah, since I'm right here, let's go check out this school over here. I mentioned this recently in another stream that this school was in the movie Harriet the Spy that I just watched for the first time recently. After the death of Michelle Trachtenberg, I thought maybe I'll watch that movie. I never got around to watching it back in the day. And then I saw that it was filmed in Toronto and lots of familiar locations were prominently featured in the movie. It was standing in for New York in the movie though. But this was the school that the kids in the movie went to, right here. Lots of scenes were filmed here on the front steps of the movie, of the school. Lots of scenes in the movie. Hey, Yvonne Atherton, hello. And I always thought this school had a sort of very cinematic quality to it, you know? Like it should be featured in a movie. And what do you know? It was. There's the steps where the kids would sit and hang out. Big, impressive looking school. Hey, Mike Landry, how you doing? Israel Morales, Greg Keating, hello. Nelson Mandela School. Back in the time in the 90s, it had a different name though when they filmed the movie here. Hey, Tom Seeley. Would a vampire be a what? Hey, what's up, Billy T? A $5 super chat. It's been a while. It's good to have you, Billy T, live. I see you in the premieres often enough. But thank you very kindly for the $5. Cheers to the support, Billy T. Glad you could catch the live. Just walking sort of along the boundary of Regent Park here. Alright, maybe I'll take Sumac Street. We'll go south. Hey, Bell C, welcome. Can a vampire be a dingus? The dinguses have to have a reflection. CN Tower sighting. Hey, West Coast Walker. Mark 311, hello. I think it all depends on who's writing the vampire story, right? The vampires in Buffy exhibit some qualities that the vampires in Twilight don't exhibit, or vice versa. Or the Anne Rice vampires are different also from the ones in Buffy. It's kind of neat when you can just invent things about, you know, creatures that don't really exist. Hey, John Burke. All right, Vivian. I was just choosing to ignore him, but and it's also an option if you don't like seeing someone's repeated comments that aren't adding anything. You can just block that individual person from your chat, right? So you don't see them anymore. That's a good way to not have to see someone's idiotic comments over and over again. Hey, Yuyenwa Uni, hello, and Tony Christou. Navindat. Alright, we're crossing Queen. Maybe I'll go down to King.
Took me a minute to figure out what the fuck you were looking at. And you're like, what's the distance before? Oh.
Hey, Mark M. Here's the Magic Building again. Very mysterious. What goes on in the Magic Building? Astra Strauss, hello. You would love for me to go into the Magic Building. I always just think of something Potter-esque is going on in there. Sam Monies, hello. And Navindat, a $5 super. Get something for later, Ken. Enjoy the walk. Thank you very much. I most likely will get something later. And I appreciate the support, Navindat. Cheers. Much appreciated. Hello, Todd Boothby. Sam Monaya, hello. Ooh, I'll get a good view of the Sky Tower from here once it's all topped out. You can see it under construction there with the crane. It'll dominate the view eventually from here. Hello, Cactus Steve. And Mo. What's up, Mo? Yeah, most of our snow has melted now, as you can see. There's just some leftover snow piles around that were too big to melt away completely. I think after the rain we're getting in the next few days, though, they'll probably melt away. Temperatures in the teens plus rain. I think that'll probably do it. Yeah, this is the Corktown neighborhood we're walking through. Hey, Thomas Brown, hello. That's what you're hoping. You might need a few extra days of rain and mild weather to melt away your snow, right? Henny Cornelissen, hello from the Netherlands. Sorry if I mispronounced your last name, but welcome to the stream. Cornelissen. Hopefully that's somewhat right. Go south. Hey, Rocket's Red Glare. Tom, I always think of the opening scene from the first Police Academy movie back in 1984. It was like an aerial view of the financial district during a thunderstorm. Toronto's just standing in for some generic American city. They don't actually name any city in the movie. It's just some big city, USA. That's what it's supposed to be. But I really like that opening shot. Hey, Stephen Edwards, hello. Lots of changes going on constantly. I like this condo building here we're looking at. It's a pretty funky design. Carlaw. Trolley Crescent. I wonder if that has a name for some streetcar related reason. Maybe that doesn't exist anymore. Dan Harmson. Favorite retail area? I've always said I like the St. Lawrence neighborhood, and there's a fair amount of retail in that area, so I'll stick with the St. Lawrence neighborhood. Has retail, restaurants, lots of touristy type stuff. And I like the old historic nature of the neighborhood. Hey Jenny, $15 for Vector, pizza, root beer, and ice cream. Did I miss anything? Yogurt. You forgot yogurt, but I think that $15 will cover that. So thank you very kindly, Jenny, for the generous super chat. And you weren't even late. Late fee super, just because. Much appreciated, Jenny. Cheers, Jenny, for the support. Thank you. Lisbon Hotel. Is this an actual hotel? I always thought it was just a condo. There's one of those aisle 24s. There was one of these right around the corner from my building on Dundas, kind of near Dundas and George, and it closed down. Unsurprisingly, I think it was constantly vandalized. There was windows smashed and they had boards on the windows all the time. So I think they just gave up on that location and closed it down. Hey, Devin Sullivan, hello. And they are also very expensive. And I never went even once to the one that was by my place. I just didn't see the need to ever go there. Very wide sidewalk here, even though there's really nothing nothing to justify it, but I'm not complaining, I guess. Hey, Ken Land, we're in the Canary District. This is Eastern Avenue we're currently on. Right, let me go over here. Lots of traffic here. I guess I can go. Right now. Yeah, not too windy, so that's a good thing. Probably feel a lot chillier if it was. Hey, Wing Zero. Looks like it's going to be rainy on St. Patrick's, well, on the Sunday anyway. The parade day. Because I think Monday is actual St. Patrick's Day. And that's also my nephew Max's birthday. It'll definitely be a bit of a drag to do a live stream during the rain. It'll probably bring down some of the festivities a bit. Rolling Mills Road. I don't think I'd be in the mood to do a jig or anything if I was all wet. The traditional St. Patrick's Day jig. Hey, Tiana and just Smitty, welcome. Hope you're doing okay, Tiana. Let me cross to the other side. I'm thinking I might Astra Strauss. That was the plan. But it's not 100%, but as far as I can say now, that is still the plan. I think there'll be a whole bunch of local YouTubers streaming the parade, so you can choose from a bunch of us. Hey, Sapand, hello. Speaking of local YouTubers. RC Lamoureux, hello. What about Comic-Con? I might just do a walk around Comic-Con. I don't think I'll go in, though. I just don't find Comic-Con and Fan Expo to be worth it, really, unless I get some sort of media pass or something. But I usually walk around those events and check out all the people cosplaying. It's usually pretty fun. Just do a spot the cosplayer walk. Hey, Toronto's Doo-Wop music guy. Hey, later, Fernando. haven't heard about a Star Trek specific con in Toronto. If there is, it's not some big well-known one anyway. I think that sort of thing just gets lumped in with Fan Expo or Comic-Con. If you're a Trekker, Trekkie, whatever way you want to identify. There's the one. It's way up at Yonge and Bloor. It's cool once these buildings get really tall. You can just see them from places that you aren't expecting to see them from, you know? Right, so that was Front Street in the Canary District. Let's go down Cherry Street. This will take us right to the Portlands. I might find Picard there. Hey, don't you watch my live streams? You're Picard, right?
Like, how can you teach me how to do this? Because I have no idea how to.
Toronto Trek is no longer. Hey, Jefferson Rivas, hello. Portlands has those cool new bridges they installed in recent years, and it's a big development area, so there's ongoing work going on there. But I think my favorite thing are the awesome views you get of the skyline when you're in that area, because there's no buildings as of right now, so you just have this wide open space where you can see the whole city skyline. Eventually it'll get blocked once they start building all the new residential buildings. It'll be a whole community there eventually. Alright, this is the distillery right over here. There are a few snowbanks here and there, just smitty. The really big ones take longer to melt. Here's the distillery loop where the streetcar turns around. And there's looking into the distillery right there. Swedish Sherry's, hello. Janice Pike. Maybe I won't walk on the streetcar tracks. Aaron Hockey. And Chris H, welcome. Goggles Pisano. Right, going under the rail corridor. What's up? 274727. Walk towards the light. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Go towards the light. Alright, I think I have to cross here. This area is very pedestrian unfriendly. We've got the Gardner and Lakeshore Boulevard here, both traffic clogged monstrosities. Push the button, because who knows how long you wait if you don't push the button. That guy didn't care, he wasn't waiting. That bus is going to Union Station. Hey Neville, hello. So it's not very pretty around here, as you can see. This is a former industrial area that still gives off post-industrial vibes. This car just couldn't wait for me to cross. Needs help. Yeah, so they say. Apparently it's structurally sound though, even though it might not look all that good. Hey, Digital Blade Canada. Yeah, not too shabby today. And Alan K, $5. Happy Friday Eve once again already. Get a burrito to celebrate. I think any day is a good day to get a burrito, but Friday Eve, I guess, can't disagree with that. Thank you very kindly, Alan K. Cheers to the support. Maybe I'll pay a visit to Burrito Boys later. This is the Portlands. Just a huge construction site right now. Keep an eye on my signal strength. Other times I've streamed through here it seemed okay, but that doesn't mean it will always be okay. Should I cross here? You can see the skyline views. Hey, Swedish Sherry's $2.99 super sticker. Thank you very kindly for your support as well. Hope you're enjoying the walk. Much appreciated, Swedish Sherry's. Thank you so much. So this is a very nice big wide bike and jogging path. I guess it's a shared path. But pedestrians keep an eye out for cyclists, according to that sign there. There's no traffic or anything. There's nothing here yet, so not a lot of cars venture over here. Eventually it'll all be buildings, apartment buildings and that sort of thing. Lymphocytus T. What's up? The financial district skyline. You can't see the whole skyline. It does extend all the way north. Too many things blocking it from here. So dead in Toronto. You realize we're walking through a undeveloped construction area, right? This is just a huge plot of land that's literally got nothing on it right now, so there's not going to be much activity around here. I just wanted to come and check it out. Because saying Toronto is dead is like ridiculous. It's the busiest city in Canada by far, and one of the busiest in North America. Damon Washington, hello. No, they haven't stopped development. I guess just at this moment there's not much going on. I don't know exactly why. Those things weren't there last time I walked through here. They haven't started building the buildings yet, right? Though they're still doing a lot of prep work, getting the area ready for actual development. So they have a ways to go. Some waterfowl down there. Here's one of these new bridges. One is for the future streetcar line, which hasn't been built yet, but one bridge is for cars over on that side, and this side will be where the streetcar will eventually go, the Harbourfront LRT. I'm not sure how many years in the future that'll actually become a reality. Hopefully not too many. Hey, Novella Koss and Fern McKee. So all this grassy area here is where the tracks will go. Andrew Marriott. Looks like the sun is mostly hidden behind the clouds. More awesome views. People don't want to be on YouTube, they can just scurry past. I guess there's really nothing else they can do. Some people block their face with their hand as they walk past. But it's a public place. There's no expectation of privacy in public. The Martin Goodman Trail goes over there, goes across. Hey, Carlos. At 3 a.m. there's probably nothing around here at 3 a.m. except for the occasional lost rabbit or something, maybe. Hey, SG. You would think that makes sense, right, Jenny? But a lot of people seem to think that they're entitled to privacy in public, right? When they say, you can't record me without my permission, right? People say that all the time. I've encountered that on many occasions, as you know. Saying, well, nope, sorry, but if you're out in public, expect the possibility that you might end up on a video or in the background of someone's photograph or whatever the case may be. Hey, Dixon Cider, hello. All right, now we can see all the way up to Yonge and Bloor there, where we have the one, as I showed earlier. And all the way over here, the financial district and the South Core. And the East Bayfront all sort of blending together there as one big skyline. Yeah, in the near future, when there are apartment buildings here, a lot of people are going to have some awesome views of the city. If they live on a higher floor, especially. There's a city bus that runs through here. Yep. Hey, Picard is here. Ahead, walk back to 9.9. Engage. We were talking about you earlier, Picard, in reference to Star Trek conventions and that sort of thing. Your future view. I guess eventually that'll be a little viewing area right there. Or maybe they're just showing people what kind of view they will get once the buildings are in place here. It's like, imagine having this view. I think that's what that's all about right there. It says your future view. Looks like you can't go up in there right now though. Come on, why not? Open it up. Hey, intruder alert, Captain. Yeah, there's a bus right there. Queens Quay East, 114 to Union Station. What's up, YouTube? So this is Commissioner's Road. Even in a post-industrial construction zone, we still have joggers. I guess this is a good place to jog if you just want wide open spaces all to yourself. Although she's jogging on the bike path. I don't think this is a shared path here, but obviously there aren't a lot of cyclists coming along here right now. Alright, crikey. Looks like there's some fresh new sod laid down over there. And some new curbs and that sort of thing. New sidewalks also, I see. Active construction site. I bet you if I walked through here, you know, a few hours earlier, we would have actually seen some activity. Maybe by the time I got here, most of the work was done for the day. Another bridge over there. This is one of the old buildings that's still standing here. The signal's holding up, so that's good. Hey, Mark Lang, hello. What is that over there? It's a big owl. And what's all these funky tree branch things over here? Tree trunks. It's like public art of some sort. I'm assuming this is a new park. If they're laying down greenery and public art and that sort of thing. Hey, Nancy Mattis, hello. Got a helicopter flying over. I haven't seen Chatty Cathy in a while. Hope she's doing all right. Check out that funky owl over there. That's huge. Yeah, this is southeast of downtown, the Portlands area. Still lots of industrial relics all around here. I imagine that's going to be refurbished and put back to use again. Is that the OVO owl? Aaron Hockey says fly by night. I guess both Rush and Drake have an owl as part of their imagery. Alright, eventually I will take us out of here and get back up into one of the neighborhoods. But I thought it would just be fun to walk through here since it's been a while. Let's see what's new. It's nice to see progress being made. Even though it doesn't seem too apparent right now, I can definitely see there has been a lot of progress made. There's another. That looks like a cat. Looks like we're looking at the back of the cat. It's like part of a jungle gym. There's like a slide coming out of it. Hey, Jennifer Haley. Balsi, this is the Portlands. It's a old industrial area, obviously on the port area of the city, on Lake Ontario. It's being transformed into a new residential area. It's a big project. It'll take many years. Let's see if we get any more awesome skyline views. You can see all the way from Young and Bloor. Oops, I just had a dip in signal strength. Hopefully that... Hey, Guy Soleil, hello. Looks like it's going back up. Alex Oliveira. All right, it's back up to full strength. Hopefully it stays good for the rest of my journey through here. We're going to get out of here though. We'll just walk over this other new bridge here. There's another helicopter. Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper! There it is. Get to the chopper. Get to the chopper and then get to the tower. Get to the tower. We got the chopper and the tower in one shot. And we have a plane coming down on the other side. Do it! Do it now! Yeah, I think I channeled Arnold there when I said do it now. Even I thought, holy shit, that actually sounded just like him. Hey look, random benches. You want to take a break after wandering through the Portlands? Going, where the hell am I? Hey KG, hello. I'm sure there'd be one or two cars driving by at 3 a.m. West Coast Walker, was that me? Yeah, that was me. I was just doing a little karaoke in front of my laptop. I just found a instrumental version of Money for Nothing on YouTube and thought, hey, let's sing along to this. Hello, Coco. Looks like got ice on here. I wonder how long that'll stick around. Probably not very much longer. It's kind of weird when you see shots like this, because it looks like there's just big open fields and then all of a sudden, boom, skyscrapers, right? It's like, why are there skyscrapers beside big open fields? What kind of weird city is this? Another bus go by. See this bridge here. Funky looking. Yeah, you can just see the the tip of the tower. Just the tip. Is that okay? Just the tip? They're growing skyscrapers in Toronto. Don't you know? Put some skyscraper seeds down in the soil and they just pop up out of the ground. That's how they do it in Toronto. Hey, Camille R, hello. Yeah, this is the Portlands and Canadian Vasily. Looks like I can't go this way to get out of here. There is a way though. There was some active construction going on here. I'm kind of digging these views, to be honest. Alright, there's a street up ahead I think I can take that'll get us out of here, and we'll head north. And hey, all you movie buffs, check this out, Pinewood Toronto Studios. That's a huge studio there where all sorts of major productions have taken place. I think they shot like Star Trek Discovery there. Speaking of Star Trek, keeping on the Star Trek topic. Canadian Vasily, 10.46. That's how much my crumble brownie was today. That's an expensive brownie, Canadian Vasily. Oh, thank you for donating and doubling the cost of that brownie towards me. Much appreciated, Canadian Vasily. Also known as Destination Toronto on YouTube. Cheers, Vasily. Thank you very much. Hope the brownie was good. It better have been good at that price. Hey, Randy Ruck. So there are a bunch of studios in this neighborhood. You could call this sort of like the studio district. I think this is the offices here, right? And then the actual studio itself is right over here. Yeah, maybe I will, Novelicos. Maybe I will. So I think this is one of the biggest sound stages on the continent, if not in the world. I'm not sure exactly where it ranks, but it's huge. Like the biggest sort of productions can take place here at Pinewood Studios. That's how big it is. Hey, Randy Ruck, $4 super sticker. Thank you very much, Randy. Always appreciated, and always awesome to have you in the stream or watching. Much appreciated, Randy Ruck. Thank you very much. Did Lost Girl do some filming here? But I mean, that's huge, right? It's like a giant hangar, you know, that you could like fit like the biggest Russian cargo plane in the world in with room to spare. Probably several of those big Russian cargo planes could fit inside there. I'm sure if you just Google it, you can find a list of all the different productions that have taken place there. Well, we got a lake situation here. No, this is not Lake Ontario. This is just a very big puddle. Lake Ontario is just over there, though. How do I get around this? I do have my vesties on, but that doesn't mean I want to necessarily walk through a giant puddle. I think what was this big snowbank, no doubt, is what has created that puddle. This was probably a ginormous snowbank a couple of weeks ago. Hey, Woody. Ugh, it's all soggy around here. More skyline views with the what appears to be fields in front. And look, just here in the middle of seeming nothingness, a proposal for two 45-story buildings right here. Where this self-storage lot is currently. If those are built anytime soon, they'll stand out like a sore thumb for a while until this area builds up around them. Hey, Louise Moran, hello. I just saw a big stretch limo drive by over there. All right, we're heading back towards civilization. Hey, Peter Bradfield. More views. Another chopper. Is that right, Nancy? That's awesome. You're keeping Lost Girl alive. They probably really appreciate that you're such a fan of the show. How long ago did it go off the air? It's been quite a while now, right? Alright. And I found myself in a very pedestrian unfriendly spot here. I don't think they expect any people to walk along here. There used to be sidewalks here. I guess they're just temporarily torn up for reconstruction. But at least I can still walk here. This is Lakeshore Boulevard. I think last time I came through here was during the pandemic, when they had those open streets blocked off, and they had this whole stretch here closed to traffic on one of the Sundays where they would do that, Saturdays or Sundays. So I think that was the last time I recorded a video in this part of town. Yeah, you can see there's supposed to be a sidewalk here, but just not at the moment. That's awesome, Nancy. Hey, Toto Roots. Yeah, I think there's a bus route also along here. I would see if it's any better on the other side of the street, but they have this Jersey barrier going right down the middle of the road here. I'm not sure what's on the other side of it. park and a smokestack. Would you like a park and a smokestack? A cigar and a flapjack? Yeah, don't mind me, I'm just walking through the mud here. Bong in a blintz. No? Well, there's no pleasing you then. Ooh. The mud here is really gooey. How you doing, Victoria? Oh no. I had to come through here when they have all the sidewalks ripped up, huh? Yep. I'm gonna have mud on my shoes. We got 2 smokestacks. I can see these from my apartment window, even though they're quite far away. Although I think they're gradually getting blocked from view from the new buildings actually that are popping up. I used to be able to see them. Looking back towards the skyline. I think once I get to these traffic lights, I can see I can actually go north. Well, I'm taking you all on an adventure today, right? Look at that old police car. Just like someone's personal car now, but it looks like it used to be an old OPP car. A little random bit of snow here. Looks like they're ready to lay down concrete though. This is all smoothed out here. All nice and level. No mud. We're pretty far east of the Don River now. Peter Bradfield, $1.99. Take some of the mud for some mud pies. You know, when I was a kid, I never got around to trying one of those mythical mud pies. feel like I missed out. I think it's too late now, right? You can't go back and do that thing as an adult, I don't think. But it's a nice thought. Thank you very kindly, Peter Bradfield. Cheers to the support. Hey, Jelly Bean, hello. Just have to check out the skyline every now and again. Oh, look. You cannot pass. Or is it no, you shall not pass? Well, I say screw that. They really don't want you walking along here. Maybe this is all freshly laid down concrete under here? I'm not sure. Hey, Canadian Vasily, $2 go to Starbucks at Leslie and Lakeshore. Actually, I'm not going to go that far. I'm going to go north up Carlaw here. This is my first opportunity to get away from this area and go back up into some neighborhoods. But thanks anyway, Vasily. I'm not much of a Starbucks guy, to be honest, but the support is very much appreciated, and thank you for the suggestion. Cheers, Vasily. Much appreciated. All right. Hey, I'll see you later, Daniel. It was good to have you. And Espero, welcome. Yeah, looks like Carlaw here will bring me back into more familiar territory. But it was fun to walk through the Portlands and along Lakeshore here, sort of. Hey, later, Bell C. Thanks for checking out the stream. And hello, Funny Dog. Someone pops out and someone else pops in. And Nancy Mattis, $10. Can do the impression again you did 10 minutes ago. Christopher Walken. What? I didn't do either of those guys. I think I was doing Arnold. I don't remember doing Christopher Walken. I don't remember doing... I can't do Christopher Walken, but thank you very, very kindly for the $10, Nancy Mattis. Christopher Walken. Cheers, Nancy. Needs more cowbell, yeah. I'll have to work on Christopher Walken. I think I need to listen to him talk for a bit, and then I could attempt to impersonate him. Because he has a strange, lilting way of talking. Hey, Heather Tobin, thank you so much. Look, a normal street. Have I ever donated my hair? No, I haven't actually. Something to keep in mind. There's a jet. Jet. Ooh, jet. Ooh. I like this end of Carlaw here. I dig the old housing stock here. Even with these row houses, each one is different from its neighbor, right? Yeah, that's true, Novellicos. These are a bit different than your typical Toronto housing, right? All this sort of wooden siding on these old row houses. Or fake brick, maybe, for that one. I think these were once the homes of industrial workers back in the day. And maybe still to some degree. These ones are brick though, more typical Toronto style here. Hey, John Ronald, hello. Brick or stucco. I'm sure that stucco used to be brick. I'm not a fan of stucco. Hey Ida, welcome. The no cowbell skit. Yeah, I know that one. That's one of the funniest, I think, sketches from SNL in the last 20 years at least. I've got a fever, and the only solution is more cowbell. The only prescription? I think it's the only prescription. There's Gail's Snack Bar. That place is kind of famous. They have extremely inexpensive items on their menu that are hard to believe. But not all the reviews are good though. But I think it's still kind of famous for just the fact that it exists. And people go to it just because of its bizarre nature. Such an old school looking place. Hey, coleslaw. Alright, so this is Eastern Avenue again. We were on here a lot earlier in the stream. Slackwolf Vampiro, what's up? And LAB, welcome. Yeah, it's nice to walk along a regular street. Got a nice mix of housing styles here also. Wow, Espero, $1.50 hamburger. Holy moly. Is there any place else where you can get a $1.50 hamburger? Hey, Jake Eves, hello. Gonna be visiting in May. Yeah, by all means, keep an eye out. If you're out and about and see him streaming, just give me a shout, and I'm sure we can arrange to cross paths. And your mom too. Hey, Easy Flash. Kind of a tall, semi-detached house here. I might have to check that out. I doubt they have a veggie burger on their menu though. But the fries, I could check those out. Alright, here is Queen Street. So we're in Leslieville. Now that the sun is a bit lower, I think I can go east, or west I should say, and not have to worry about it blinding everyone. Hey, thanks John O'Meara, that's right. Hit all the buttons, like, share, subscribe, all of the above, you know the drill. And if you are new, once you subscribe, you can come and say hi in the chat if you want. So now I'm going to go west here on Queen Street through Leslieville for a bit. I think my plan is to end up back downtown again. I'm just not exactly sure which route I will take to get there. Is this closed again? Reliable Fish and Chips? Because they closed a while ago and people were sad, and then they got a new owner who took over and reopened and everyone was happy, but now it looks like it's closed again. What is the deal with Reliable Fish and Chips? Established 1930, so it has been reliable for a long time. But maybe no longer. Hey, Kyle Walker, hello. In your kitchen they are reliable, Marge. Here's the Value Village that was the closest one to where I live. I used to come here. But now that new one opened much closer to me, right downtown on Edward Street. So I don't think I'll be coming to this one anymore. So, good times. Hey, Raz P, hello. Maestro's Gourmet Pizza and Gelato. Who are you calling a nut bar? Here's that cool bookstore with its awesome facade of books, although they're not real books, but pretty good fake books.
Exactly. So this time, and I know it's on bookstore, you use the
How cool is that? It all depends on who you ask, whether the city is improving or declining. In some ways it's improving greatly. In other ways, maybe it doesn't seem like it's improving. I guess it all depends on what you expect out of a city.
Set up a little account.
Because new subway lines are under construction, right? Public realm is much better now than it was in years past. Things like that have definitely improved or are improving. And as for that, Nancy, I'd say that seems to be worse now than it used to be.
It's like 5:10. Yeah, that's crazy.
Got a nice old school Canada Dry sign here.
Yeah, exactly.
Carl, the houses are expensive here in Leslieville. Like a semi-detached house, you're paying at least $1 million just for a small starter semi-detached home. Who are you asking, Infinity Act? I'm not sure who you're referring to.
There's a pet store. Not like an animal store.
It's good to have you in the chat, Infinity Act. How long have I been doing that? Oh, for about 35 years, I guess. Just a little while. Hey, Two Tucks. Hey, what's up, Mitchell? Yeah, these neighborhoods along Queen tend to retain their sort of character and don't change too drastically over the years. Maybe some infill you'll see popping up on certain blocks with some new mid-rise buildings and that sort of thing, but all the old storefronts are basically the same as they were, 50 years ago. Although this will be new. The new subway line will run right over here. Sometimes the streetcars don't move too quickly if there's traffic. On Queen Street particularly. But if you're catching it at the right time, it can move along at a really good rate. Well, the drivers are what is causing the streetcar not to move too quickly. It's not the other way around. Ooh, check out that jet. That's cool. That one's at maximum altitude. See, I left a vapor trail. Not a chemtrail, as some people like to talk about. Natalia Centeno, $1.99 super sticker. Hello, Natalia. Thank you very much for the support. I hope you're enjoying the stream. I'll assume you are if you sent that super sticker. Cheers, Natalia. Much appreciated.
My tornado was with it.
Fashion, got some communism, got the comrade. You can find everything here in Leslieville, or I guess now we're in Riverside. We walked underneath that rail corridor, so now we're in Riverside. Got a Caribbean grocery across the street. Lovely old former bank building here. Now it's like a fashion store.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's a show at the Opera House tonight. It used to be an actual opera house. Now it's just a place to check out live bands. I'm not sure when they had an opera there last. Who knows how long ago that was. Big lineup. Who's playing at the Opera House? There's that building. Oh, there's a GO train going over the bridge. I could probably just go across the street and find out who's playing, but I guess I'm not all that curious. There's shows every night somewhere in Toronto.
That's not only one of it, so.
Hey, evening donkey balls. Paris Paloma? Is that who's playing at the Opera House? No clue. Paris Paloma? Hello, Diane. Welcome. All right, and Espero also says Paris Paloma. Well, now we know. Thanks. Hey, dog mama. I'm glad you're enjoying. Yeah, I'm having a nice time tonight. Gotta love when the weather starts warming up. Too soon, free from time. We're at Broadview. There's the Broadview Hotel. So I think this is as far west as I'm going to go. Here on Queen. Let's go north. Go north up Broadview. I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, the old Broadview Hotel is an awesome old building. It was kind of run down for a long time. It was home of seedy bars and strip clubs and things like that for a long time. But now it's all kind of fancy now that they've renovated it and made it a respectable place to go again. Probably a lot more expensive also. An Orthodox how do you say that? Tewahedo Church. Tewahedo? Tewahedo? How do you pronounce that? Tewahedo. Sometimes I see things and I still find myself learning new things, you know? I mean, obviously. Hello.
Hey.
Hello, hello.
I mean, every time someone's got their little camera filming something, I always wave to people if they're talking.
That's awesome. There should be more people like you. Yeah.
Friendly city.
Right. You like these buildings? Yeah, they're nice. They look like they're not that old, but they're sort of built in a style that sort of mimics the look of an old building, you know? I think it's pretty well done. Got a kind of old school looking bakery. Reverse dingus, right? I like the reverse dinguses. I'm gonna cross the street. If I press this magic button, cars might stop for me. See that? Press the magic button. Hey, Paul Blunt. Got some Bay and Gable style row houses there. Yeah, Torontonian drivers are surprisingly good at stopping for those pedestrian crossings. Much better than they are at a regular intersection with just regular traffic signals. There you sometimes have to watch you don't get run over, but those pedestrian crossings such as that one, they almost always just come to a complete stop immediately when you press that button. Yeah, are the big fines for those, Jake? Since I don't drive, I don't really know. Is it getting harder to make money as a YouTuber? I don't know. Hopefully all this current nonsense doesn't impact YouTubers too much. I'm not sure how that's going to play out yet. Because obviously YouTubers get a lot of their revenue from ads, right? Ad revenue. Yap Films. What's that all about? Is it a dog place? Like Yap Noodle Factory? Okay, I don't know. I'm not sure what's for dinner. Dundas Street. I'm going to keep going north. Infinity Act. I personally think that's a bit over the top when just random Tesla drivers are getting shit on now. They could have bought that car years ago, or have nothing to do with any love of Elon Musk. Maybe they just think it's a cool electric vehicle, you know what I mean? And now they're being vandalized and stuff like that. I think that's pretty shitty behavior for anyone to do that. Like those cyber trucks maybe might signify a different type of Tesla owner, but you can't always guarantee that either, right? You can't just assume everyone who drives a Tesla is some sort of, you know, MAGA person or whatever the case may be. It's just silly to think like that. It's a car. People buy cars for all kinds of different reasons. And I'm sure lots of Tesla owners bought the car because they want to reduce their carbon footprint and, you know, they're thinking about the climate and stuff like that. Hey, Jason Curling, hello. But in any case, it's obvious that the Tesla brand is plummeting. And I don't know if the company can be saved or put back in the good graces of the public again. I think it might be too late for that. Unless Elon steps down or is fired as CEO. We're coming into East Chinatown. Yeah, we're just past 2 hours. Yeah, people are resorting to putting stickers on their Teslas saying, you know, I didn't buy this because I love Elon or Trump and things like that, just so people don't vandalize their car while it's parked or something. What a world. Right, crikey? East Chinatown, part of it. And more of East Chinatown going along Gerrard there. Now we're getting some nice looking sky. Maybe the timing is just right to head up to Riverdale Park. We'll check out the skyline view there with the setting sun. I invented a new language.
(504) B K to Zephyrin Gate.
Library. Is the lunar eclipse tonight? Yeah, I heard 3 a.m. is peak viewing time. I'm usually still awake at 3 a.m., but I don't know what I'll do then. The panda's still lurking. Any viewers who might not have seen this view are probably going to be pretty impressed Or maybe not. Maybe you'll just like, that's nothing. But I think it's a pretty impressive view. And I'm not easily impressed. Donkey Balls is hanging a moon. I hope the citizens of Kapuskasing are enjoying that. Yeah, no sleds or toboggans to be found now. Last time I walked by here, there was tons of snow and people sliding. It's like I hear a jogger approaching. Waiting till we get to the best viewing spot to reveal. Most of you have seen this before, but maybe some people watching have never seen it and have no idea what they're about to see. Cue the 2001 A Space Odyssey music. Dun, 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 boom, 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 boom. Hey, Robert Bryn, hello. Yeah, good timing that we got here just when the sky is looking funky. Not the nicest sunset, but it's not terrible either. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Put the view on a business card, right? What's that smoke there? Do you see that plume of smoke going up? I think it's coming from the hospital area. Oh yeah, there's that big steam stack there. That's steam coming up, not smoke. I know exactly where that's coming from. Yeah, this is my phone camera. Digital zoom, so it's not that great, but it is what it is. See all the traffic on the Don Valley Parkway. Hey, Bill Chow. The wide angle. It looks so tiny. Looks like we're 10 miles away from downtown. Sundown, you better take care. The idling is getting on your nerves. Let's see if I can turn it off. Yep. One of the top 3 skylines in North America, without question, I would say. And maybe you could even say it might be in the top 2, depending on what your top 2 choices are. If it's not in the top 2 now, it might move up to that place in the near future once some more of the towers are built. Like the Montreal skyline, except much, much bigger. I thought Montreal had a really nice skyline. The view from Mount Royal is awesome. But it's definitely a much smaller skyline than Toronto. Much shorter buildings overall. Got people just checking out the sunset here. It would be amazing to see how this looks in 10 to 15 years. It looks way different now than it did 10 to 15 years ago. When I first moved to Toronto was 15 years ago. And it's grown tremendously since then. Yeah, Chicago, Toronto, New York, those are the top 3 in North America. I mean, some people might argue otherwise, but it's hard to deny by most metrics of what makes up a good skyline that any other city outranks Toronto, Chicago, and New York. Aesthetically, you could argue. Scenery-wise, you know, if that's more your cup of tea. You could say Vancouver because of the mountains. Well, to me, mountains aren't a skyline, right? The city is the skyline. The buildings are the skyline. Bite your tongue, Novelicos. The Space Needle is a puny little stub compared to the CN Tower. It's like saying Calgary is similar to Toronto because of the Calgary Tower. Looks like a bucket of KFC. Hey, George, Howard, and Phuket Walk. Hello. Yeah, Calgary skyline is pretty nice. I was there about a year ago. A little less than a year ago. I did some videos there. For a city of like a metro of 1.7 million or whatever is now, the skyline in Calgary is huge actually for a city of that size, but it was still obviously a much smaller city and a much smaller skyline. Orata, you can see a lot more of the skyline from here than from the Toronto Islands because you see the full length of the skyline from here. You can only see the lakefront skyline from the islands, which doesn't extend as far when you're looking at it from that vantage point, right? It's really impressive still though when you're looking at it from the islands. And you could say it's a nicer view in some ways, I guess, with the water in front and all that, right? So it's getting darker now. Hey, T. Roberts, hello. Thank you, Tiana. That's right. Hit all the buttons if you haven't already done so. I think the subscribe is right down below, and there's a like button, I think, right there too. And there's a join button around there somewhere if you want to become a channel member. I think they're all right beside one another, all those buttons down there. Yeah, the view from Casa Loma is awesome too. You got the Bloor-Yorkville skyline sort of much more visible from that angle. Alright, we're going to continue north up Broadview. And the view from the waterfront is becoming bigger skyline wise, because there is a lot of development that is extending east and west along the lakeshore, right? So that skyline view is becoming more impressive with every year. As the East Bayfront develops, that whole section will be full of tall towers. And the new Sky Tower under construction now will be front and center from the waterfront view. It'll look like it's towering above everything, which it is, but even more so from that vantage point. Hey, Frank Cree, hello. Got a rink here. Got a bench so you can sit and watch people play hockey. Although there's no one here at the moment. Doesn't look like it's melting too much. It's hard to tell. Maybe there are some puddly areas on it. Buses and streetcars going along Broadview here. Robert Mushi, $10. Next stop, Distillery District. You missed going there. Have a great night, my Canadian fellow. Well, thank you very much. We actually walked past the Distillery District a bit earlier in the stream. And I do have some past videos and streams where I walk through the neighborhood. So you can always do a search on my main channel page. And you'll find a bunch of videos where I walk through the distillery, including quite recently actually. But thank you very much, Robert, for the generous super chat. Cheers, Robert. Much appreciated. Did a bit of an uphill walk there. Have a good night. 274727. It's no frills. This used to be a Loblaws. And it was supposed to be redeveloped with some new residential buildings, but I guess that's not moving ahead for the time being. Hey, Delta Echo, $5. Hi Ken, thanks. Hey, you're very welcome. Delta Echo, thank you very much for your support also. I'm glad you're enjoying. Cheers, Delta Echo, much appreciated. All right, we're just about at the Danforth and Broadview. You still think I look like the dad in Shameless? I hope you're talking about the British version and not the American version. Although I'm not really sure I remember too much what the dad in the British version looks like. But hey, if you love that character, I'll say thanks. Yeah, I took off the shades a while ago. There's a Danforth. You can walk for hours east along there through neighborhood after neighborhood. Hey, have a good night. Crikey. And Doug thinks I look like Bret Hart. But we're not going to walk east on Danforth. Greektown is up that way. I'm sure I'll be back before too long to visit that part of town again, but we're going to go west into downtown here. Kinda, but in his younger days, okay.
What's that?
I think they were drunk. I could smell beer wafting off of their bodies. Like their pores were emanating the smell of beer. Hey, Matt Bross. Yeah, today was a bit warmer than yesterday at least, but it's really going to warm up in the next few days. But rain, unfortunately, will come with that. That's money well spent, says Randy. If you smell like a brewery, it's money well spent. Same if you smell like an ashtray. You're putting your bucks to good use. And don't believe any of that, kids, if you're watching. Don't believe any of that. Same with if you smell like, I don't know, like a Cheech and Chong. A Cheech and Chong house party. Or the inside of Cheech and Chong's car. Going over the bridge, the Don Valley Parkway. That's right, a hot box. Dave's not here, man. Got the luminous veil all lit up tonight. This is the Prince Edward Viaduct. Hey, Robert Vincent Harris. Not working on this section. Hello, Joseph Rodriguez. Welcome to the stream and to the channel. Thanks for subscribing and coming to say hi. Always a pleasure to have a new subscriber pop in the chat. Like Dave Grohl. I've gotten that one many times, yeah. Sally Spoonsdell, hello. And Brent Sheehan. Quoting some Cheech and Chong. Alright, as is tradition, we'll zoom in on Strides Land over there. There we go. Say hello to Strides Land. I guess we are going a bit longer than my last few streams. I look more like Dave Grohl than William H. Macy. Okay, I think I'll take that. I think I'd rather look like Dave Grohl than William H. Macy. How many kilometers away is that? I don't know, maybe like 5 or 6, not too far. Yeah, it's like an hour walk, so Once you get to Yonge and Bloor, it's about an hour walk. Did I activate your Alexa? Hey Alexa, who is the Ken Continuum? Alright, we're over the bridge. This is here because this bridge was known for many years as a place where people would jump, but they put up those barriers many years back to prevent that. Or how about, hey Google, who is the Ken Continuum? Let's see if anyone's phone answers that. Me. So now we're on Bloor Street East. Yeah, I'm coming back into downtown now, except now we're at the north end of downtown. Peter Bradfield, $1.99. I could sing Foo Fighters' Learn to Fly. Probably. I think I sort of know that song. Wasn't it used as the theme song to a TV show called Ed? Like 20 years ago? Thank you very much, Peter Bradfield, for the support once again. Hey, Gabriella Guto is here. How you doing, Gabriella? Back home safe and sound after your visit to Toronto. Castle Frank subway station. You're thinking about coming back in the summer. Yeah, I didn't realize you were a frequent visitor to Toronto when I first met you, but now I know that you've been here oftentimes before. Yeah, it would be awesome if you came back in the summer. I'm not sure how many kilometers I'm covering. Three hours of walking, though, which we're approaching, would be approximately 18,000 steps. Hey, welcome back, Mo. The Bloor Yorkville skyline. Yeah, my phone tracks my step count. The subway goes through that structure you see right there, which people have somehow climbed on top of and put their mark on it there. One time I saw people on top of it, actually, when I was walking past here. "18,000 steps is around 13 kilometers. Wow. Not too shabby. Hey, Glenda Burke, welcome to the stream. Been watching for a couple hours now. Just think, about 2 hours ago I was walking through the Portlands, surrounded by nothing. Parliament Street, where it begins right here. St. Jamestown neighborhood. Okay, have a good night, Peter Bradfield. Hope you're feeling okay these days. Thanks again for the support. And also good night to Orata Yaya. The Glen Road pedestrian bridge is still not open. Hopefully maybe this year in the summer. Completion spring 2025. Okay, so I'm going to hold you to that. It's been several years in the making for the new pedestrian bridge. The old one used to wobble if you would walk heavily across it, or jump up and down, obviously. Hey Maher, hello. Is Picard still here? Are you still here, Picard? Let's just... There we go. Engage. Engage. It's hard to get that Picard tone. Engage. Oh, the card is still here. All right. Engage. That's another thing I have to practice. Well, on the show, the character of Picard is supposed to be well into his 90s now, but in real life, Patrick Stewart is not that old. He's in his 80s. I think the character of Picard is close to 100, if they're considered alive as of the last show, you know, the Picard show that they had. Hey, Scott Briggs. Do I do summer runners? Are we talking about shoes? See, down into the Rosedale Valley there. The Rosedale neighborhood across the way. It's the same timeline as the original Star Trek. It's just set like 80 years ahead of that timeline, I think. Or it was set 80 years ahead when Star Trek The Next Generation first premiered, anyway. I'm not in Midtown, I'm coming into Bloor Yorkville, just on Bloor East. Hey, Mauricio, hello. Watching from Brazil, welcome. Well, hopefully you can come back to Toronto, Mauricio. David Gerald? Is that a new person? I just see random names popping in. Sometimes I think it's a new person in the chat, but maybe not. Jan Neeson, hello. We're back downtown now, this time way up at the north end of downtown. This is Sherborne. Was that right, Mo? best uptown, downtown. I prefer downtown. I'm just a more downtown kind of guy, I guess. Midtown is nice. If we're considering uptown to be like way up in North York, it's only nice right along Yonge Street, sort of. But if we're considering uptown to be just north of Yonge and Eglinton, that's a nice area.
Welcome to Canada.
But I'm definitely more of a downtown dude. Oh, David Gerald wrote Trouble with Tribbles, probably the most famous episode of the original Star Trek. Hey, Advisorate. So we're going south down Sherbourne. Where's best for a single person? I don't know if there's any best place for a single person. Probably like the west side of downtown. Like Queen West, King West, Dundas West, Ossington, you know, that area. That's probably find most of the younger single type people, if that's what you're looking for. Although Yonge and Eglinton used to be called Young and Eligible, because apparently that was also a popular area for young singles to congregate and meet one another. That was a long time ago, though. That's right, Raz. They called it Young and Eligible at Yonge and Eglinton. Like 20 years ago. I don't know if that's still a thing. Nancy, did you ever see the Star Trek Deep Space Nine episode where they went back in time to the Trouble with Tribbles episode of Star Trek, the original series? It was like a crossover episode. That was pretty neat. You got to see characters from two different Star Trek shows set in different eras interacting with each other. The famous Star Trek, the original series, Deep Space Nine crossover Trouble with Tribbles episode. Blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to say it like Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. How far north counts as downtown? At least up to Bloor, where we just were. Even maybe a little bit north of Bloor, you could say maybe up to Davenport. Or up to the Rosedale area a little bit. Once you're north of there, I think it's more the beginning of Midtown. You saw that, Nancy? This stretch of Sherbourne is always really busy because this is basically beside the most densely populated neighborhood in the city here at St. Jamestown. And there's a strip of restaurants and shops and the big grocery store here, the subway station. Good old Sherborne. But look what I found. It's a Freshco. So I'm not too far from home. About a 13-minute walk south of here is where my building is. So this isn't the closest Freshco to my place. The one at Dundas and Parliament is, but it's close enough. So I think I'm going to end the stream right here, because I'll go inside there and pick up a few things and head on home. So thanks everyone for joining me. We made it to 3 hours, just past 3 hours. So a bit longer than some of my more recent streams that I've done. But I enjoyed every minute of it. I hope you did too. We certainly got around in this stream. Found myself in some questionable areas, but it all worked out in the end. So thanks to everyone who checked out the stream tonight. All the new subscribers, welcome. I hope you can check out my next stream. So hit the notification bell in addition to that subscribe, because then you'll be notified as to when my next stream is, and that's in the next 3 or 4 days. Keep an eye out for that. And I'll be premiering a video tomorrow evening also. That's a pre-recorded video. It'll be a walk around the city, and there'll be a live chat. So hope to see you there for that around 7 or 7:15 p.m. tomorrow evening. And thanks to all the mods for doing a fantastic job. I know they had to put down the ban hammer at least once during the stream. So cheers to the mods. And cheers to everyone who sent support. It is very much appreciated. The support was very generous this evening during the stream. Thank you so much, everyone. And thanks to all the channel members as well. Alright, well, I'm going to head inside here. And until next time, I will continue. You know, hit all the buttons once again. Subscribe, like, share, yada, yada, yada. And also check out my Instagram, which I'm trying to remember exists. It's Ken Continuum. There's a link in the description to my Instagram. Just Ken Continuum is how you find that. Alright, have a good night, everyone. Cheers. I'll see you all again soon. And that's all, folks.